Now we will discuss about the role of women. Women were very active participants in all the events which were happening in France at that time. But they people did not got that kind of recognition for their work, because at that time also when men were busy with the war with Austria and Prussia, and at that time also the women were supporting their families. The people were earning living for the families. The people were looking after for the families. They worked as seamstresses, laundress, flower sellers, vegetable and fruit sellers in the market, domestic servants at the houses of the prosperous people in France. Most of the women's they do not have the access to education at that time. Only the daughters of nobles and the clergies and the rich or prosperous section, they people were allowed to study at the convents, and then after that they got married to the people of their own class. Working women, they also have to take care of the families. They have to cook, they have to fetch water, they have to queue up for bread and look after their children. And there was a difference in their wages also. uh, their wages were also very less. As all these things were happening with the women in France at that time, to discuss their issues and to just voice their interest, women they started their own political clubs, newspapers to discuss their interest. About 60 women clubs were there, but the most famous of that time was the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women. And they people demanded for the voting rights to the for the women. The people have demanded the women should also got the voting rights and the same political rights as the men were getting. Women were very much disappointed with the constitution of 1791, when the people have treated women as the passive citizen. Then when convention government has come, the people also did not given the voting right to the women. They also gave the right to men only of 21 years of age and above, the voting rights. So the people did not get the right. But during the Jacobin regime, the government, the people have made schooling compulsory for them. Certain laws were made in favor of the women or the girls. They were not given the right to vote, but they were given only certain facilities, or we can say the right to study or to do work what they want. So at that time certain laws were made, that government made schooling compulsory for the girls, and their fathers could no longer force them to enter into a marriage against their will. Divorce was made legal and could be applied for both by men and women. Earlier it was applied by men only, but now both men and women. Women could now train for jobs. They can become good artists. They can start with a small business. So these certain laws were made in the favor of the women, but children, the women did not get the voting rights in France at that time. Finally, after 200 years of struggle around, in 1946, the women in France they get the right to vote. Now we will discuss about the slavery system, how slavery was abolished in France. The slave trade began in France in the 17th century. The colonies in the Caribbean, Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Saint Domingo, they were the very important suppliers of some important commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar, and coffee. But the merchants, they people, reluctance of Europe to go and work in distant and unfamiliar land. So shortage of labor was there in the plantation areas. And this shortage was met by triangular slave trade, which was done between three continents: Europe, Africa, and America. So the French merchants they sailed from the ports of Bordeaux and Nantes. Children, they were the two very famous slave trade ports in Europe at that time, and that is why these areas were the prosperous areas. Okay, so the French merchants they sailed from the ports of Bordeaux or Nantes to the African coast, where they bought slaves from different areas. The slaves were tightly packed into ships for 3 months of time, and then they were sold to the plantation areas. They have to travel the Caribbean. Okay. In 1794, when it was a time of Jacobin Club, they people favored poor people always. है ना? So in that time, during the Jacobin regime, the slavery was abolished for few years. But when Jacobin club's government was there was a downfall of Jacobin club's government, and when Napoleon Bonaparte was there as a military ruler in 1804, he reintroduced it, and it was finally abolished in all the French colonies in the year 1848. So this was a situation of slavery in France at that time. Now we will talk about revolution in everyday life. Children, France is a very important country. They people have given, they people have given this idea to the whole world to think about freedom, to think about rights. They people, by the revolution, they people abolished censorship, feudalism. They ended all the privileges by birth. Correct? The Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizen, they guaranteed the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, right to press, abolition of censorship. There are so many things which they people have introduced. And what the people have done to their country, it not only inspired the France or the Europe, it inspired the whole world, means Asia also. And you people can see that in our constitution also, we people have been given certain rights which was given to the citizens of France at that time around 200 years ago. Okay, Tipu Sultan and Raja Ram Mohan Rai are the two social reformers of our country, two people of our country who responded to the ideas which were coming from the revolutionary France, means who believe that what the people are demanding is correct. So this is all about this chapter. Okay, now we are on the conclusion of the chapter. Conclusion. Conclusion is about Napoleon Bonaparte. He was an army chief under King Louis XVI. And when the directory rule was over, I told you in the video that I will talk about the Napoleon Bonaparte in the end of the chapter, in the conclusion of the chapter. So Napoleon Bonaparte, as he crowned himself as the Emperor of France in 1804, and at that time uh, military rule was applicable over there. He was the Emperor of France at that time, and he was also called the modernizer of Europe because he made certain laws which were named as the Civil Code or the Napoleonic Code, in which he has given so many things to the Europe or the other countries of the world. He introduced so many laws such as protection of private property, uniform system of weighing and measuring provided by decimal system, abolition of feudal system, movements of goods and services. So there are so many things which were introduced by him. But the European powers, they just see Napoleonic armies as the enemy. And all the European powers, they just group themselves and they finally defeated Napoleon Bonaparte at Waterloo in 1815. Okay, so this was the end of French Revolution. That is all for this video, children, and we'll be definitely meeting in the next chapter. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.